This video is going to be on the new SRAM Red Multiclics on my new Cannondale Topstone Lefty 1 that I got about a month ago. And there's almost no information on YouTube about these things. I believe they came out in maybe April or May of 2020. So I just got them today, and we can have a look at the nice fancy box. Very high quality, which is kind of stupid because I'm just going to throw it away in a few minutes. And there they are. I got the 450 millimeter length because I didn't want to put them in the drops just because I feel like I can reach the shifter as it is easily enough, and it's a gravel bike and I'm not really if I want to be aero, I'm going to go ride my tri bike. So I was thinking about putting them up here and maybe right in there. So the 150 millimeter just wasn't long enough to, I think it's somewhere up there. All right, so I'm a little into the install now. And I swore I measured it like 5 times before I ordered that. I made the determination that 155 or 150 millimeters was not enough, but I think it actually would have been. So I'll show you what a 450 millimeter looks like. It's starting at the end here to the edge of the button. The leading edge is 45 centimeter or 450 millimeter. The button width is 1 centimeter, and it came with a little cap on it that you can take off. So again, that was measured starting there. So I'll show you what I have looking on the bike. I just removed all the handlebar tape, which I've only ridden the bike like 2 or 3 times, so it's almost like new, and I should be able to reuse it. I took the cap off, first of all, and I routed the multi-click through. There's a hole here where the brake hose goes, and I routed it through, and then I was able to, like a flashlight, I was able to grab it here, I pulled it out, and then I pushed it through, and it came out here where the brake hose goes. So I have that here. And then it looks like, so this is a SRAM Force, so it only has 1 multi-click, but I think the red may have another one down there. So with this, I just put a screwdriver in the hole and was able to pull out that end cap. And you can see it has a little seal there to keep out water. So now I'll try to plug it in and see if it works before I get everything buttoned up. Okay, so I'm a little bit further along now. One problem I had is that I thought I had this thing engaged all the way, but I didn't quite, so I just had to push it in a little bit more, and it gives a good solid feel, and you can kind of see where it is on the edge there. Once I did that, I went ahead and went into the SRAM Access app and had to assign the button in action, and once I did, it now moves. So cool. Another thing is that I mentioned earlier that I ordered the 450 millimeter length, and I do think 150 millimeter may have worked for what I want to do with it. But I did just go ahead and tuck everything in, and I got it mounted up here. So yeah, all that slack is just in the handlebar, so no big deal. So I guess if I had to order it again, I'd probably still go with the 450, and that way, who knows what I can do with these things in the future. So, all right, I'm gonna wrap up this side, do the other side, and I think that'll be it. All right, guys, so the plot thickens. It wasn't quite as easily as I thought. First and foremost, there is a left or I wouldn't say a left and right, but the buttons have alternating cable exits. So this one exits to the right, the other one exits to the left. So for my handlebar, for example, the hole is right here. So if I want to put the button on the left side, I would want to use this one because then the cord could just snake right in. However, if I put it on the other side of the hole, then the cable has to like loop around and back, and the other one would be better. So I'm just, I'm kind of debating just kind of what my strategy should be here. If I put it on the outside like that, the right part of the wing would get hit by the electrical tape on the existing electrical tape, and then I'd have to run another loop of electrical around here, which doesn't look great, but I mean, it's more kind of about the form on the button or the usage on the button. So when I use the handlebar, I usually grab it more on the outside just to have more leverage, in which case I would want the button right here. So kind of what I'm thinking is to put it like that, and then the left part of the wing will get hit by that electrical tape. Well, yeah, I mean, it'll just all be under the handlebar, but I'll have to cut a 1 centimeter by 2 centimeter square, or I guess rectangle, in the handlebar tape and have it line up perfectly with this. And I'm kind of doubtful I can do that very well, but that's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. Okay, still going forward, I'm gonna go with the cut strategy, but one thing I wanna point out is that when you install that, make sure that you put the round circle, you see how I can see that right now? And it's not pushed in all the way, but make sure that that faces out. That way, if you need to pull the cable out, you can like put a screwdriver in there and kind of use it as leverage to pull it back out. Otherwise, you won't really have anything, and you'll just kind of have to pull on the cable, which may be bad for it. All right, made a decision on what I did, and this is the left side. So I did cut a hole in the bar tape here. But yeah, I went with the button there, and you can see the hole. I'll show you the back. I didn't get it perfect. Yeah, maybe I could have stretched it a little bit less and it would have been a little bit more flush, but it'll be our secret. No one will know. And but yeah, I'm real happy with the way this turned out. It looks great, and I do want to show you something I did I went back and did this on the other side, but once I put it in, I did put a piece of electrical tape around the connector there just to hold it in place. Like once I get the bar tape all wrapped up and stuff, I just don't want like my hand position or whatever to cause that cable to come out. So moving on. Okay, so all done now. This is the finished product. The tape and the grip on this side is a lot better than this side, but whatever. Enough working on it, ready to ride it. I just did take it out for a ride, and it felt great. As I knew beforehand, when I'm up here, like I don't ride it out and want the button here. Like I kind of ride it a little way out to the side just to get the most leverage, and that button there is perfect for me. Very pleased with that. And it works just like these out here, so if I press it, it shifts, or if I just hold it down, it'll just like rapid shift through all of them. Configurable in the Axis app, obviously. But to circle back on what I said in the beginning of the video, I didn't have any information on the Multiclic and what to expect. So in the beginning, I was kind of worried that my cord was too long and that I was gonna have to wrap it around the edge a couple times and then route it on top of the handlebar, but under the tape, kind of like that. So I was extremely pleased to know that I could route it internally through the bar and just kind of bunch it all up in there since I got a little bit too long, and it just plugs right in, and it's great, it's perfect. $130 is gonna be well worth it.